S-I-N.
that they don't want to face up to. And that sin is going to cause separation unless you deal with it, and you could be greater. Because take for example, you go to the Olympics, right?
Yes, sir.
You go to the Olympics, right? You got people from different races are going to the Olympics,
You
right?
guys have done very well. Your
Yeah.
country,
So you would have, one group of people that might be strong in a certain area, and another group is not that strong. But so you try to choose your best, right? To go to represent you, right? So, but then it's
Remember the Jamaican bobsledders?
yeah, I remember all of them too. They were not good in that was not their sport, right?
But they tried. They tried.
They tried. But you see, the thing is, if you pull the best out of all the different groups, and then you basically put everybody on a fair ground to play,
Level playing.
a level playing field, you can become greater. But the problem is with America, they don't want to deal with the sin that's underlying. Huh? They don't want to deal with their underlying sin, and that will never make you good. You will never be great by that.
Greater.
You will never be great. You say you're great, but you have an underlying sin that you're not willing to deal with. Now that would be a conscience. A conscience.
That's the next question. So how would you make it greater by? Continue, sir. I mean,
well, first of all, okay, I'm a Christian. Conscience.
That's the next question. So how would you make it greater by? Continue, sir. I mean,
well, first of all, okay, I'm a Christian. Confess your sins, because it's not wise to hold on to your sins. It's not wise to hold on to your sins. You can't prosper.
It's like poison.
Poison stinks. Racism stinks, don't you think? Hate, because really, what is the foundation for racism? Hate.
Well, prejudice. Hate.
One person want to feel like they're above.
I'm white, or you're better than me because you're Hutu or Tutsi or whatever.
Exactly. But one person always want to feel that they're above, and they can control another person.
Get in on this conversation, Nate, if you want. Just
I'm just like I'm listening.
Yeah, okay, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I had a conversation with the Lord about that, and it was a black man that had died, and I'm not sure if it was in police custody. I can't remember what it was, but it was actually stirring up anger inside of me, and I was like, Lord, I can't really let me catch this thing quick before it spurs to something else. So I was like, Lord, I need to talk with you to know how to deal with this black and white situation.
What was your answer?
Here. He said, Clint, I have never made a black man, and I've never made a white man. Think about that. What makes a person white? Isn't that color white right there?
I'm not that color.
Exactly.
You're not that color either.
Exactly. So how
He's
can
a little
person,
dark.
He's a little dark. But have
He's
you
still
ever
not black.
seen? He said, like he said, have you ever seen a skin color that white? Man is a spirit that has a soul, and he lives in the body. How can a man be white, or how can a man be black?
Bryson, with the Karen thing on. Who did your stickers?
We did. Yeah, we put them on.
Where'd you get them?
My dad. He's in the military.
If people who consider themselves to be wise and smart can look at a person's skin and say this is black and this is white, how unwise and how stupid are they really?
Ignorant.
It's ignorance. But he said, listen, Clint, what does white in the Bible represent? Purity, right?
Okay, yeah.
Righteousness, right? So it puts a person above. If you put yourself here, you feel like
The white hat and the black hat.
Yeah. But what does black represent? Evil. Darkness.
Absence of light.
Absence of light. He says, so this is not just a physical thing here. It's like a doctrine of the devil that puts one person here and say, look, you do my work, and then you can control all of this. Think about when Jesus...
Yeah, Chubby's better now.
What happened?
That was from before. Yeah.
So is she in pain with that, or she just has a little dribble?
Little
She
dribble.
was
No, you
a
with
little
your
dribble.
pee. With your pee. Does it hurt?
No, my pee doesn't really hurt well because Grammy always gets in pain with her hoof hurt hurts right now.
Mhm.
So I think it's in pain really well because when her. So my dog Peachy and Blue Blue. Blue Blue is Peachy's mom because Peachy is a puppy right now. Peachy's paw got hurt. So Peachy's paw got hurt, but Blue Blue's paw didn't. So I put Blue Blue's leash on so she won't eat the chickens because she is a little bit eaty chickeny.
Chicken eater, huh? She likes
Yeah,
chickens,
she
I like
likes-
how she mixes current events with her stories.
well,
Yeah, this is her
she
imaginary
like a-
dogs.
But she has
Yeah.
a paw that's hurt, which is like Juby, right? So what happened
Yeah.
to Juby's paw?
She didn't have
Well,
the
sometimes
same
Juby is
color.
Blue Blue.
What happened to Juby's paw, honey?
No, it's the same thing that's been going on.
Oh, she's,
Dad, guess what?
yeah, baby.
A surprise coming here for me.
Okay, what is that?
Know what it is?
No, it's a surprise. Well, it's not a political thing,
Okay,
but I started this because there's a fella that says "Make America Great Again,"
that's right.
so I couldn't define that, and I felt he never defined it. So what makes
I
him?
say finish the job.
There you go. What?
So that tells you where I'm at with him.
Finish the job. So what makes America great? Just in Terry's Virginian opinion. I forgot we're in Virginia. I thought you were from far away.
What makes America great? I think the people.
Okay, that's the number one answer.
The people.
Can you define that any?
The majority of the people do care about one another,
Okay,
do look out for each other, and want what's best for our country.
I like that. See, I get similar answers, but and I think I got all the answers, and then I get a different one. So, what would make it greater? I love the face.
if
I'm
Trump-
sorry to get the face.
If Trump were reelected,
Okay, what's your evidence?
hey,
You think he needs to finish the job?
I do.
You think he's got like a program? Because I kind of feel that
do.
too.
I do.
And I don't
do.
judge one or the other. I kind of look in the
think
middle.
He's a very intelligent man, a little bit too blunt sometimes, but that's okay. I would rather have blunt than hidden agendas.
Okay. So what would you do if you had an all-powerful magic wand just for America? Do anything. You could change this into a paradise or whatever. It's kind of the question. What would you make
Well-
a paradise in Terry's opinion?
Well, I'll tell you, if I had a magic wand, the first thing I would do is heal everybody that is sick.
I like
Then
that.
the second thing I would do is have us to all act, live, and love as brothers and sisters.
Okay. I
And
was going to say
think we'd be okay after that.
Christian kind of theory, you know. So I'm going to take the magic wand away. Say it again. People act as Christians is the second thing. I didn't say Christians. I don't mean to judge. You know, you might be a
No, it's
Buddhist
okay,
or whatever.
I'm a Christian.
Okay.
But to heal all the sick
Okay.
and hurting and have us all live and love as brothers and sisters.
I like that. Give me a fist bump, girl. So what's the first step to that?
Oh, being kind to one another.
Kind. Wade said that. My intern said that.
If you continue
I
to
can't hear
show
the traffic.
kindness, no matter if you're not getting it, if no one's showing you kindness, okay, that's on them.
You know, Wade
But if
said
you
that.
continue to project that out and show people that, sooner or later, it'll take hold and it'll start coming
Whether or
back
not
around.
they return it. Is that kind of right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
like when someone is at a red light
Yes, ma'am.
and you're moving too slow and they start laying on the horn behind you instead of, which I've seen many times,
Too many.
throwing,
Tantrums.
ugly gestures at them and all that. Just politely move along and smile as they go by.
And when you make a mistake on the highway, everybody makes a mistake, right? You're in the wrong lane. So what's the first step to get people to stop beeping at you?
Well, you probably won't ever get that unless they change. You can't change them. You can do, like I said, you can do acts of kindness, or maybe by moving along and not, flipping them off.
You said
or
not to
yelling
do
at
it, and you said
just
you
have
can't-
to practice daily to be as kind as you can.
I like
You
that.
know, You have to, and you do have to practice it because we're all human, and sometimes, you know,
we F up.
your emotions want to rage out and want to, you know, shout, but you have to practice.
I like that. I've had road rage myself, and it doesn't turn out well.
Yeah, that's
But you're under a lot of stress from stuff.
everybody is, especially now. Everybody is.
You know, down south they do a
I
weird
went to
thing.
McDonald's line and got up to the window, and the young lady said, "The person behind you paid for your. I mean, the person in front of you paid for your order."
That's a beautiful thing.
And
Isn't it? That way you-
and I felt horrible because I didn't get to thank them and tell them how nice that was. But that's the kind of things I'm talking about, you know.
It gives me chills when people
yeah,
say
it
these things.
affected me.
Because I've done that once in a while, yeah.
And I asked my daughter, I said, "Can you believe that this person in front of you paid?" She said, "Mom, people are doing that now." I said, "Well, that's wonderful."
From the stop sign too far.
And he showed you where your fault is, and he showed you what kind of harm that you could have caused, right? Or if it was an accident, why you caused the accident, right? Then you see the damage and you recognize, like, oh shoot, I caused
You
that.
acknowledge you did it wrong.
I got kids. My wife doesn't.
Here's something to pass the time. Can I ask you a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
What makes America great? In your opinion, freedom?
Freedom. Do what you want to do.
For that, fist bump number one. Okay, so what would make it greater?
Jesus come back.
Okay,
Take us home.
take us home to a better.
You believe?
Yeah, I believe. I mean, you know, my opinion may differ from yours. I believe Jesus was about love. And if we put that into use, maybe we could have paradise on earth. So I might know the answer to this, but what would you do if you could do one thing, like with a magic wand? Anything. Sky's the limit. Obviously for the country, not for the. To start with the country.
For the country.
Start for the country, our great country, America.
I'd like to have worldwide peace. No wars. No.
But for the country, would you want this? It's the same thing for the country.
Yeah. Because we fight within ourselves.
Acknowledge you did it wrong.
And then you can say, you know, I can put some action to my. Take it a little further and say, let me go in and try to make some healing there. First, I'm gonna say I'm sorry for doing this, but if I take some action and see how I can.
Then it grows.
How I can basically make amends. How I can make amends to cause some healing between us. Instead of us being enemies, we can become, you know, strength. We can be strengthened as brothers. We can put all the things. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to man. Yeah, you know, fine. I'm alive. But let's make something happen out of this. But if you don't acknowledge nothing, because it doesn't, if you're only benefiting and the thing is, your shoes on, the good shoes on your foot, and you don't see any problem that you're creating, because to you, you're not seeing that there's a problem. You see that you're living, there is, that we have had a serious sin problem. I mean, because think about it, we're all gonna die one day. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna face judgment one day. Why not deal with this situation now?
That's where you are. So who called today, Wade? FBI, Sheriff's Department, State Troopers. Within 24 hours, both departments, right?
Yep.
ID'd me, ID'd Kate. Told me I couldn't have the other plate on the front that said Mad Doctor. Been a good day, Wade? Best ever, man.
Oh yeah.
Son of my love, y'all. And they say, dumb motherfucker that hates, what kills babies. No, the Democrats kill the babies.
Yeah.
I forget.
We kill niggers.
Has a lot of guns. There you go.
We kill niggers and have guns.
Yeah, but there's all kind of niggers.
Well, I'm just saying that's what they say.
Yeah, okay. I've heard Republicans say, with venom in their mouth, say they kill babies, and I'm like,
I'm just saying what they say. You know what I mean?
yeah, that was my point. That was my point.
Yeah, but my two kids are like biracial.
See, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. That's the other thing.
I got two
You don't know
biracial
who's in
kids.
my fucking family. You don't know who's in my family, right?
Yeah.
You know what a girl told me once, a lady? And she was a good, you know, there you go. Good girl. She traveled. She worked in race. Okay. Okay, that sounds kind of greedy, but we'll let you go with that. You need money. You need money. So that's actually a good thing because people don't go out. So it's a bigger statement that she made.
Speaking of Clutch Coffee.